Hi, welcome to Yousaf Reacts. I am Lois and I am back with a fascinating review for you. Today we are going to talk about the movie Lift 2024. Before we start, let's have a glimpse of the movie. Cyrus Kevin Hart, a renowned international thief, leads a heist crew that consists of Denton Vincent D'Onofrio, pilot Camilla Ursula Corbero, hacker Misun Kim Yoon-ji, safecracker Magnus Billy Magnussen, and engineer Luke Vivek Kaura. They undertake two simultaneous thefts, stealing a Van Gogh painting in London, while staging the fake kidnapping of renowned NFT artist N8 Jacob Batalon in Venice. N8 was in Venice to auction a single edition NFT. The NFT by N8 is made by a self-portrait mask comprising of 482 cameras. This mask will create the NFT with a live 30-second feed from the auction itself. Once complete, the NFT will have captured the moment of its sale, which will include the buyer. The team staged a kidnapping for N8, and Cyrus points out that famous paintings rapidly increase in value after being stolen, and he says that his crew stole the Van Gogh painting and sold it in the black market for $20 million to buy N8 NFTs. After being kidnapped, N8's NFT ballooned in value to $89 million. N8 decides to celebrate with the team after being promised a cut of the money, $27 million. Interpol agent Abby Gladwell, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, a former fling of Cyrus, uncovers evidence implicating Denton in the theft and arrests him. Denton was seen at the auction and Abby correctly deduced that his limp was a fake. Abby charges Denton with fraud since he participated in the auction and made a bid of more than $10 million, and he didn't have the funds to cover it. So that makes him eligible for extradition to the US. Rather than proceed with charges against the crew, Abby's superior, Commander Huxley Sam Worthington, leverages their legal predicament to force them to help capture billionaire Lars Jorgensen Jean Reno, who intends to make more money by working with the hacking group Leviathan to stage a massive flooding in Europe, allowing him to make billions in profit through stock manipulation. Lars was responsible for making millions by shorting airlines' stock after the crash of a New Zealand plane that killed 189 people. Now Huxley has a mole in Lars's organization named Arthur T. Cyrus argues that with Abby on the team, Interpol will not hang the team out to dry if things do not go as per plan. The gold weighs 10 tons and will be delivered to Heathrow Airport under armored cover. It will be loaded onto a Sky Suisse, a 380 passenger plane to Zurich. The crew determines they will only be able to steal the gold while the airliner is in mid-air. To do so, they procure a private jet from a rich private art collector named Molson that Camilla will fly directly underneath the airliner, allowing Misun to switch the radar signals to make it seem like the plane is still on course while the crew diverts it to a private airfield. Misun says that the chances of turning on the signal jammer on the A380 and the transponder on the private jet to mimic the A380's signal are next to zero. Out of UK airspace, Brussels ATC will be tracking the flight, and Abby has a contact there who will help them. Harry agrees to help Cyrus against a payment of $1 million. In exchange for loaning his private jet, Cyrus promises Molson to persuade N8 to make a special NFT art for him. After Magnus cracks the safe and Jorgensen's henchmen are incapacitated, the crew will extract the gold from the A380 once it lands in the Swiss Alps. Their timing is complicated when Jorgensen executes a mole Arthur Teague Jesseljodin in his organization and moves up the delivery date. Nevertheless, the crew is ready on time. The crew takes their position on the A380 on the day the gold is being transferred, but Luke pulls out of the heist at the last minute. Cyrus and his team successfully divert the plane. Kamala pilots the Molson jet under the A380. Abby assembles and turns on the signal jammer on the A380, while Kamala turns on the transponder to mimic the A380 signal. Harry then calls the A380 pilots and diverts them to Cortina due to heavy weather in Zurich. Kamala puts the transponder on a drone headed to Zurich and follows the A380 to Cortina. Jorgensen's henchmen, including Cormac Burn Gorman and Andonal Paul Anderson, attempt a hijack, resulting in the plane crash landing at Cortina, followed by Kamala landing the Molson jet at the airport. Magnus, Abby, Cyrus and Kamala are captured. Magnus escapes on the ground, while the remaining three are taken. Aboard the Molson jet with the gold, headed for Jorgensen's estate in Tuscany. Desperate for the gold to not reach Jorgensen, Huxley orders the plane shot down by NATO. Harry David Proud, the crew's contact at air traffic control, works with Kamala, who is piloting the Molson jet, to get a message to the NATO fighter pilots that there are hostages on board the A380, forcing them to stand down. Another fight between the crew and Jorgensen's henchmen results in the jet crash landing on the grounds of Jorgensen's villa. Abby, Cyrus and Kamala are captured at gunpoint by Jorgensen, who also executes Leviathan's representative after they decide to cancel the deal. The Carabinieri arrive, and Cyrus uses an 8S NFT technology to show them a recording of Jorgensen murdering the representative. Jorgensen is arrested, while Abby punches Huxley upon learning he authorized the NATO jets. She resigns from Interpol and joins Cyrus. Weeks later, Cyrus reveals to Abby that the crew stole the gold shipment during the heist on the airliner, replacing the actual shipment with iron bars painted to look like gold. The real gold shipment was parachuted out of the A380 into the Swiss Alps while it was approaching the Cortina landing strip. Luke was never out. He guided the parachute to a recoverable spot in the mountains via remote control. Together, the crew recover their gold haul and celebrate their success, while Cyrus and Abby kindle their relationship. Lift is the latest Netflix exclusive movie of Kevin Hart's, and it's bad. Not just a little bad, but I mean really bad. It's very uninspired, and it seems no one involved really wanted to put much effort into this movie. From the very weak acting, cookie-cutter script or story, and very bad CGI, Lift is a very difficult film to get through. In fact, after the first 15–30 minutes, I wanted to turn it off so bad. Kevin Hart, who is usually funny, is not once funny in this film. I'm a sucker for heist films, but this was just not enjoyable at all. What is sad is the cast here have all been involved in much better projects before. Maybe they were doing Kevin Hart a favor for appearing in this movie, even though the title of the movie is so generic. Lift never gets off the ground, but instead crashes and burns. The true heist was stealing my time. So with let's give it a wrap, don't forget to subscribe and like, and give your comments below on how was your experience of it. This is me, Lois, signing off. Take care, bye.